everyone, it's Erica Mackey from Maniacal Reader, and this is my June T.B.R. As you may have noticed, in my May wrap-up, I didn't mention the novel Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. That's because I didn't really feel like reading it last month. I chose to read Pushing the Limits by Katie McGarry over Jane Austen because after reading 1984, which is sort of an intense literary classic, I felt like reading something more uplifting, and since I had never read YA romance before, I decided to pick up Pushing the Limits and giving it a shot. So as you can tell, I definitely want to move Pride and Prejudice on my June T.B.R. list, and I know that I'll definitely read this book this month. In addition to reading Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, I'd like to read Dare to You by Katie McGarry. This is the second book in the YA romance Pushing the Limits series, and up until recently, I thought that these books were a continuation of the first one. I didn't realize that they were actually companion novels with their individual stories. So Dare to You is the second book. It follows one of the side characters that readers were introduced to in the first book, and her name is Beth, and she has some sort of romance with a guy named Ryan. The next book I'd like to read is Crash Into You by Katie McGarry. This is the third book in the Pushing the Limits series. I'm not sure whose romance is featured in this book, but I think it's about a girl named Rachel. I also want to read the fourth book in the Pushing the Limits series called Take Me On. I've ordered this book, but it hasn't come in yet. I'm not really setting myself to have a large TBR in the month of June, because I'm going away to Austin, Texas for the ATX Television Festival, and I'm also going to Jamaica for my cousin's wedding at the end of June. So I know that I'm not really going to have a lot of reading this month, and I'm not sure how much filming I'll do in June either, but I'll try my best. Before I hopefully finish the Pushing the Limits series and reading Pride and Prejudice, I would like to finish reading Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. This is a new adult romance contemporary book. It follows this girl named Sydney who is in college and is a music major. She lives with her best friend Tori, and she has a boyfriend named Hunter. It's only when she realizes that her boyfriend Hunter is cheating on her that she needs to figure out what her next move is. She comes across this neighbor named Ridge who likes to play music. A new romance develops between Sydney and Ridge. I'm really enjoying this book. This is my first new adult romance and definitely my first Colleen Hoover read. I hope to do a video review of this book, but if I don't, I'll definitely be doing a Goodreads review, and I'll put a link in the description in one of my other videos this month. Those 4 or 5 books are all I'm planning to read in June, since I've got 2 vacations this month. Also, I know that I'm not allowed to film any of the events at the ATX Festival, but I'll be putting lots of photos on Instagram for you, and I'll probably just be doing little vlogs in my hotel room while I'm in Texas during the festival. I'm not really sure about the Texas vlogs, but I'll definitely try. I hope you enjoyed watching this TBR. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of these books before, if you've enjoyed them, if you haven't enjoyed them. Let me know what you look forward to reading in June. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!